Okay, looks like we got them rolling, Lester. Here we are with Friar Otto's back porch once again. Approximately 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Oh, we're starting a little bit late tonight. Well, we had a little bit of a hard time here, we're just flowing out a little bit later this evening. It's kind of a slow night here, so we finally made it out to the back porch after our day's activities. Get a little time to sit down and visit with Spirit. And see what'll happen. So don't be surprised if I got to take some time and adjust some levels here. So just bear with me. Okay, we're getting at it here. Oh, we'll have to see how these microphones work. Don't be surprised if I knock something over. I sometimes fear for these windows. I hope they're pretty solid. I don't want to fall through one of those. So I'm seeing right now what we got is what we got. Well, I think that's all we're going to get unless I go with amplification. So we're just going to have to go with it. Ja, before out of here, Zabowitz's kleine Kirche. Music minister over there. I take care of the music end of things over there. Here's Zabowitz's kleine Kirche. Well, I take care of everything over there now because now that Herr Zabowitz is more powerful in spirit than he ever was in the flesh, I continue the work we began. So come on Saturday nights, I'll just kind of like to sit around on the back porch and make a little bit of music. Get together with my real girl, you know. on, Spirit. We were witness bearers to Spirit, I should say, over here is able with his client accusation. Yeah, I took care of the music over at here, Zabowitz's Kleine Kirche, and still do. So I have a few words, but not a heck of a lot. Once we start talking about something else. So we'll see what else comes out of the box here. I have a courtier of the muse, a worshiper of music, the path to enlightenment, the tool of the mystic. Let's try a little bit of a woven water, see how that one's going to work out. Yeah, one of my favorite movies is Never on a Sunday with Melina McCurry and Taki the musician, who plays like the birds sing. Yeah, I'm with you, Rick. You got to please yourself. Your true self. Sorry, I got lost. I do that once in a while. When I'm sitting on the back porch, I ain't got nobody to please out there but me in spirit. As long as God likes what I'm doing, what the hell do I care what anybody else thinks? Yeah, the woven waters, man. We're about, somebody told me, 75-80% water, you know. Or at least that's what the scientists tell us, I guess. So are we water woven as a fabric? Interesting thought. Perhaps, perhaps not. Maybe perhaps just the thoughts of a delusional fool. Alright, what are we going to do next? Whatever pops up. Well, I think I'll try this one. I've been kind of working on this one. Or I should say Spear's been working on it.
It's your dome lights inside your car.
Well, I think I'll try going with the amplifier now and see what happens. So I'll give you a moment here to get that going. Let's see how we're going to do this here. So far, so good. So I was thinking the other day, of course, with the elections coming up, I'm not talking about the Wisconsin ones, of course, the big recall one on the 5th, but I'm talking about on the national scene. Seems a lot of people I meet, I do tree work as far as keeping body and soul together, that kind of a thing. Here's Abowitz and I never got any support from any big main organization. We were renegades, of course, and off on our own. Rogues, mavericks, whatever, what have you. And so we would meet lots of folks, you know, working for them, all that kind of stuff. And once in a while they start talking about the mess in Washington. And of all the people I've talked to, nobody ever had anything good to say about what was going on in Washington. It was always, what are these guys in Washington doing now? And some of them would get going on and get carrying on and would get themselves worked up a little bit, you know, and they'd say, what the heck? It seems as if things have turned around, you know, instead of government serving the people, it seems as if the people are serving the government. So, of course, that got us to thinking while we're sitting here trimming on bushes and stuff about the possibilities that exist now in this electronic age for true democracy to come to this country. Why, we could go to a system of a national referendum for all the government actions and functions before any law could be imposed upon the American people or any procedure imposed on the American people. A national vote would have to be taken to determine the majority if we want to live under these kinds of laws or not. Why can't we have the final choice, we the people have the final choice about all these laws these guys in Washington think they got to keep dreaming up and heaping on us? Someday, you know, that old camel, the straw might break the camel's back, you know. Too many laws and we may just go down just by the sheer weight. So at least the people should have a say in what laws we got to be burdened with. It wouldn't be so bad if all the representatives in Washington voted truly like their people wanted them to, but god darn, with the influence of lobbyists and all this other kind of stuff, how's those little folks ever going to get heard amongst all them corporate big bucks flowing into campaign coffers? Well, it seems to me sometimes that lobbyist system in Washington is just like bribery. Just a little bit gussied up a bit. Why now, if there was a people's house, before any bill could be passed, the people would have to vote on it. Why, that might change the whole thing. At least we'd have some control again. Yeah, this one's for all them guys that grew up in the late 40s and the 50s and the early 60s, left their blood in the soils of Vietnam. Blood in the mud. All them dreams of innocence cut short. And how many scarred that survived the hellhole. Why, I wonder if we would have been over there if they would have taken a vote of the people and done what the people wanted instead of somebody in Washington. Of course, maybe it wouldn't have been any different, who knows? How many boys signed up? As soon as they made up to the forward fire base at Quai Sam, they kind of had a different view of what the hell did we get ourselves into, boys? I want to go home. They say when they're dying in the war correspondents' arms, they're crying for their moms. Dennis, this is for you. Did a sniper really get you, or did you crack? If you was cracked, they did it nice, neat, and clean. If it was a sniper, he did it good too. easy. I hope you guys got your dreams come true now. Well, we got a few minutes left before we gotta shut things down here in Friar Otto's back porch and the broadcasting day here at riverwestradio.com. Friar Otto's back porch coming at you every Saturday, 10 to 11, Central Standard Time in the evening, of course.
Documents. Okay, here's my credentials. But I was just like highly.
And if you feel like coming out on Thursday evenings, you can always come and catch us over at the whole scene over there at the Bremen Cafe Thursday evenings. Starting at about, signing up at about 9, starting about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and run until the bartender tells us she's had enough of putting up with an open stage for an evening before she's got to play some of the music that she wants to hear. So, I think we'll wrap it up for this evening and hope to hear from you. You can always send in comments to the radio station. Be interesting. They may be responded to or they may not be responded to, if there are comments indeed. It's like Herr Zabowitz and I would argue about, well, we would discuss it, of course. We never argued, of course. We never could argue, but we had to discuss it, that people weren't coming because of the music, he would say. And I would say, well, the people aren't coming because of the words. And I said, I would say, of course, Friar Otto, that the people, if they were coming, would be coming for the music. And here's Abel said, oh, no. If the people were coming, they would be coming for the words. And we go back and forth, on and on like that. I just wonder what's the last one. Okay. Yeah, a curious form of chant we developed over at Herr Zabowitz's Kleine Kirche. You know, Herr Zabowitz had dreams of making the big time, you know. He wasn't on the fast track, though, like Timothy Dolan. But one thing we decided, we better have a chant for his church, so that there could be Herr Zabowitz's chant. Keep on keeping the faith. I keep on keeping the faith. pop, pop, dee, gotta keep on keeping the faith. Yeah, he said he's gonna come back one day, our big brother, you know. He don't say when. Well, some people say maybe he won't come back, he'll send his brother. Well, it remains to be seen. Oh, who knows, maybe they're already here. You never know. So we gotta keep our eyes and ears open. We gotta keep on keeping the living faith, you know. Whatever faith you have, it's gotta be a living one. Yeah, we don't want to be surprised like all those folks in Narnia. I suppose a lot of people find out about if they finally make C.S. Lewis's series, that last one, into a movie. I wonder if they'll make it that far. They got a ways to go, I think. What about Prince William and the Mugglewars, or whatever those guys are, Miggles? The Horse and His Boy, the Silver Chair, the Dawn Treader, and Reba Cheek. Yeah, some say C.S. Lewis was a mystic of sorts, a mathematician also. Of course, I could be wrong, I'll admit it. Oh, but some folks was mighty surprised when Aslan really did come back, and there really was an Aslan. He'd been gone for so long, people even forgot. A lot of folks forgot there even was one, and if they thought about it, laughed about it, said it couldn't possibly be true. Well, they found out different. Is it getting to the end of the broadcasting days, huh? I have my cell phone here, but I can't read it when I'm playing. I'll show you something. There's 4 o'clock here. That makes it easy. Huh? That's what he's doing. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. When the day of judgment did come, and all the creatures that had ever been born lived on Narnia from the day one when Aslan created Narnia, were brought before Aslan one by one. And those that approached him with fear and hate in their hearts passed into the darkness on his left-hand side and were never seen or heard of again. And those who greeted him with joy and love in their hearts, they passed into the light on his right. And of course went on to eternal life, all that sort of thing. I suppose, just a story? You gonna bet your soul on it? Go right ahead if you want to. Don't say you haven't been warned and reminded that maybe it is true. What if it is? It's true. They didn't judge. Aslan didn't judge them. They judged themselves. say? Well, we're going to wrap it up. It's a pleasure to have been here this evening. Sit on the back porch with you for a while and just kick back and make a little bit of music. Sit back, spend a little time letting spirit flow, you know. 'Cause that's all it amounts to, is just sitting back and relaxing and let spirit flow. See you next week.